Most of us walk around thinking the world is fully explored. We have maps on our phones that tell us exactly where the nearest coffee shop is, where the road ends, and where the ocean begins. We trust the satellites. We trust the eye in the sky to tell us the truth about our planet. But what if I told you that those same satellites, the multi-billion-dollar ones orbiting us at 17,000 miles per hour, are accidentally recording things that were never meant to be seen? They have caught massive breathing giants in the most remote, untouched corners of the Earth, frozen in a single snapshot that the experts can't explain in any way. You clicked on this video because deep down you have a feeling that there is something out there. You know that the ocean is too deep and the jungle is too thick for us to have found everything. And today, we are going to prove that right. We are going to see 4 specific verified coordinates where the map didn't just show us land or water, it showed us strange creatures. Let's start with the most famous lake in the world, where a simple satellite flyover finally ended 100 years debate. The Loch Ness Monster. Let's start with the legend that started it all, Loch Ness. For over 100 years, the story has been the same. Someone is walking their dog or driving along the road beside the lake, and they see a dark hump move against the waves. They take a blurry photo. The world doesn't take it seriously, then the mystery goes back to silence. We are going to look at the massive satellite imagery finding in just a second. But first, we need to look at what the people living on the shore have been seeing. Look at this footage. You can see a dark, heavy object just beneath the surface of the loch. It's moving with a steady, rhythmic strength. This isn't a wave, it's a solid body pushing through the water. It's visible that a large dark mass is breaking the surface, that is muscular and textured. Even Steve Feltham, a man who has spent over 50 years living on the shore of this lake just to find the monster, says this is the closest we've ever come to a real confirmation. It's as if the creature surfaced for a single breath of air at the exact moment the camera snapped. The real proof, however, comes from the satellite imagery. You can see a distinct long neck shape. It's moving through the water, leaving a huge V-shaped wake behind it. You can see the long neck reaching forward and the heavy, wide body just beneath the surface. It's a perfect match for the physical creature people have seen from the shore for a century. These satellite imagery photos show that the creature isn't hiding in the deepest holes. It's often right there in the open water, perfectly visible to anyone looking down from above. But the creature found in Scotland is nothing compared to what people are seeing in the warm tropical waters of the Pacific. There, the monsters aren't hiding in the murky dark as the Loch Ness Monster. The sea serpent. Stories of sea serpents go back thousands of years. We've all seen the old maps with monsters drawn in the corners. It's hard not to notice the serpent in the old maps, but videos from Guishan Island surfaced after travelers traveled to the place and recorded the video that turned those myths into a reality. Let's go to Indonesia. The water here is deep, warm, and full of secrets. It's the perfect hiding spot for a cold-blooded titan such as the serpent. Footage surfaced recently from a fishing trip that shows something impossible. In the video, the water is calm. Then, a long, dark line breaks the surface. The sea serpent is a real predator that uses a rolling, twisting motion to travel across the world's oceans. Look at this footage. You can see a massive, dark, serpentine body moving through the blue water. It's creating S-curves just like a snake, but on a scale that is terrifying. This is the most important piece of evidence we have. You can see a long, dark body twisting and rolling through the waves. As it moves, different parts of its body break the surface, creating a series of humps. It's not just one hump, it's a whole line of them, rolling like a giant fleshy chain. It creates its own white water as it twists. You can see the power in the way it moves. It's not drifting, it's pushing against the water. The body of the serpent is thick, dark, and seemingly endless. In the shots near the tropical island, you can see the shadow of the entire length of the creature as it cruises just off the coast. It's a physical being with a head, a tail, and a massive amount of muscle in between. The ocean is the home of the serpent, but on the Greenland is where the largest land animals are found. The Amazon sauropod. The Amazon forest is so thick that you could hide a whole city inside it. In fact, we keep finding lost cities there. So the hardest question is, why is it so hard to believe we could find a lost animal in the deep parts of the forest? A satellite scan of a remote riverbank caught a shape that shouldn't exist. Lying on the mud is a massive creature. It's blending in with the silt. But look at the outline. It has a heavy, round body. It has a thick tail trailing into the water, and it has a long, thin neck stretching out toward the trees. There is only one animal in history that fits this shape, and that is a sauropod, a dinosaur known for its long and thick neck. The sauropod is over 50 feet long, which uses the trees in the Amazon for scale and as a shade. The biggest crocodile in the Amazon maxes out at 15 or 20 feet. Compared to it, the sauropod is a giant. For centuries, tribes in the Amazon forest have told stories about the sauropod, domestically known as Mokalembembe, which translates to a river stopper, meaning a beast with a long neck that eats plants and attacks boats. To this day, they were thought of as they were myths, but this cave drawing proves the stories are true. The Amazon is huge and mostly unexplored. A family of these creatures could easily survive in the deep swamps far away from humans. The Kraken. Last but not least, we find the colossal sea monster that resembles a giant squid or octopus, well known for its island-sized figure and its tremendous ability of destroying sailing ships during the Age of Sail. The Kraken is a real massive being that is so large its back looks like a rocky island when it's at the surface. Look at this image. It's a dark, textured mass in the middle of the ocean. At first glance, you might think it's just a rock, which is why some people call it Sail Island. But look closer at the edges. You can see massive tentacles stretching out from the central body, reaching hundreds of feet into the water. This is no ordinary creature. In the satellite imagery picture, you can see the water churning and breaking all around the mass. This happens when a living thing is moving through the water. You can see the fins and the mantle of the creature, which proves that it is too large to be a giant squid. This thing is the size of a city block. When it sits at the surface, its skin dries and looks like an island, but when it dives, the island disappears, leaving nothing but a massive whirlpool behind. This is the Kraken, the true master of the deep sea. We live in a world where we think we know everything, but these 4 images prove we are wrong. These strange creatures are out there right now, moving through the dark. Satellite data has confirmed their presence and shows that many discoveries remain. Which one of these do you think is the most dangerous? Is it the serpent or the titan in the jungle? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe right now so you don't miss the next parts of this series. And always remember to keep your eyes on the maps. The truth is out there.